Warm greetings of the day to all my learners. Today we will move on with the next chapter of grammar, adjectives and kinds of adjectives. So let's get started, learners, with what is an adjective. They are the words which modify, identify, or quantify nouns or pronouns. In other words, they provide more information about nouns or pronouns. Let's see the example in the picture alongside. Here we are having some examples of nouns. For example, rainbow, bunny, shirt, firefighter, and so on. Along with that, there are some words which are providing us more information about those words. For example, what kind of rainbow I saw? It was a beautiful rainbow. What kind of firefighter he was? He was a brave firefighter. What kind of bunny it was? It was a fluffy bunny. So the words like beautiful, fluffy, brave, tiny are adding on to the words like rainbow, bunny, and so on. So these words, beautiful, fluffy, brave, are known as adjective. So, what is an adjective? In simple words, an adjective is a word that describes a noun. Moving on to types of adjectives. There are 6 categories of adjectives. They are: first, adjective of quality; second, adjectives of quantity; third, adjective of number; fourth, demonstrative adjectives; fifth, interrogative adjectives; and the last, possessive adjectives. So let's get to know more about these one by one, starting with adjectives of quality. So these are the words that describe quality of noun or pronoun. See the example. The clear sky is a welcome sight after experiencing the haze. The rainy season is wet. The green grass of the field is a refreshing sight. Take, for example, the first sentence. Here, the word clear, welcome are giving us more information about the noun sky and sight, respectively. So, these words are called adjectives of quality. In short, we can say that they answer the question, what kind of? Moving on to more examples of adjectives of quality: wild, amazing, flat, little, fantastic, and so on. Now, the second category of adjectives, adjectives of quantity. They are the words that show quantity of nouns or pronouns. Instead of giving an exact number, they tell us a general idea of the amount. How? Let's see the example. There is sufficient space for the students to sit in the classroom. I have hardly got any money. Some students are studying in the class. See, for example, the first sentence again. There is sufficient space for the students to sit in the classroom. Here, the noun space is being described by the word sufficient, showing the quantity, how much space the students are having to sit. They are having sufficient space. Some students are studying in the classroom. As the exact number is not known, it is giving us a general idea of the number of students by using the word some. So, in most of the cases, adjective of quantity answer the question how much. Now, see the examples of adjectives of quantity. These are some: whole, little, all, plenty, double, couple, and so on. Moving on to the third category of adjectives, adjectives of number. You may say that it's exactly opposite to adjective of quantity. How? They are the word that show how many person or thing are meant, or in what order a person or thing stand. What is the position they hold? For example, the first sentence there, I saw two people playing football. So how many people did I see? Two people. It was the 10th football match in the city. Which football match? The 10th one. She secured first position in the class. Which position? The first position. So again, in most of the cases, adjective of number answer the question how many. Before moving on to the fourth category, let's understand adjective of number and its category. There are three sections in adjectives of number, which are: first one, definite numeral adjective. They show clear exact number of nouns or its order. For example, 1, 2, 3, which are also known as cardinals. First, second, third, and so on, which are also known as ordinals. There is an example in front of you. There are 40 students in my class. How many students in my class? 40 students. So exact number is shown here in the form of definite numeral adjective. Second category, indefinite numeral adjective. They do not show the exact numerical amount of noun. Instead of that, they just give a general idea of that amount. For example, many, some, few, any, all. The third category, distributive numeral adjective. These are followed by a singular noun or a singular verb. Secondly, these adjectives refer to individual members in group. For example, either, each, neither, every, and so on. Example is in front of you. Each boy must take his turn. Here, the adjective each is being followed by the noun boy, and it refers to individual member in the group. So, these are the three categories of adjectives of number, which are definite, indefinite, and distributive. Now it's time to move to the fourth category of adjectives, demonstrative adjectives. I think my learners are familiar with this. The words that indicate or point out a particular person or thing. The examples are there. These children played well. That bag is mine. This tree was planted by my grandfather. So the words or the adjectives like these, that, and this point out the person or the thing it refers to. For example, these children, which children we are talking about? These. I would like to draw your attention to the pictorial representation on the right hand side, where it clearly shows when to use this, these, that, those. When the object or the person is near to you, use this if it is singular, and these when the object or the person is in plural. On the other hand, when the object is far away from you, use that if it is singular and those if it is plural. In conclusion, I can say demonstrative adjectives answer the question, which one? Before moving on to the fifth category, let me draw your attention to the difference between demonstrative adjective and demonstrative pronoun, which is a usual confusion among the learners. First of all, demonstrative adjective, they modify the noun. On the other hand, demonstrative pronouns replace the noun. Demonstrative adjectives are followed by a noun. For example, this chair is broken. So the demonstrative adjective this is followed by the noun chair. On the other hand, demonstrative pronouns are not followed by a noun. For example, this is my chair. Here, the same word this is acting as demonstrative pronoun as it is followed by a verb, not by a noun. So, this is the difference between demonstrative adjective and demonstrative pronoun. One modify the noun, they are the demonstrative adjective, and the other replaces the noun, which is the demonstrative pronoun. Now, the fifth category, interrogative adjective, words that are used with nouns to ask questions. For example, which book was taken by you yesterday? What time did you reach there? Whose door is painted red? So here the words which, what, whose are the interrogative adjective as they are used with the nouns to ask questions. Again, the difference between interrogative adjectives and interrogative pronouns. Interrogative adjective modify a noun, whereas interrogative pronouns replace a noun. Just like demonstratives, interrogative adjectives are followed by a noun and interrogative pronouns are generally followed by a verb. It will be clear with the example. Which notebook is kept there? Here the word which is acting as interrogative adjective, as the function of this word here is to modify the noun notebook, and it is being followed by the noun notebook. On the other hand, which is your notebook, same word which is acting as pronoun, as it is replacing the noun and is followed by a verb is, not with a noun. Now, the last category, possessive adjective. Possessive adjectives are the words that show possession or ownership. For example, I am playing with my ball. He is doing his homework. We love our parents. So here the words like my, his, are the possessive adjective as it shows the possession. Whose ball? My ball. Whose homework? His homework. Whose parents? Our parents. So, these are the possessive adjective. Quickly have a look on the table alongside, which gives us the forms of possessive adjectives and possessive pronoun based on personal pronoun. For example, I will quickly take some example. I. What is the possessive adjective form? My. What is the possessive pronoun form? Mine. She. The adjective is her and pronoun is hers. What is the form of we? Possessive adjective will be our and possessive pronoun will be ours, and so on and so forth for they, it, you, and so on. So these were adjectives and its 6 kinds, starting with adjective of quality, quantity, and number, demonstrative adjectives, interrogative adjectives, and possessive adjectives. That's all for today's session. In the next session, we will move on to the sequence, formation, and degrees of adjective. Till then, go through this video once again and attempt the related worksheets. That's all for today. Thank you. This is Mrs. Liju Susan Thomas, TGT English, TIS, signing off. Thank you. Have a nice day.